Let's add some spice, some depth to your dominants and resolving to your one chord by going to Lydian dominant and Aeolian dominant. So first, our Lydian dominant, if I'm here, my 1, my 4 chord, and I get to my 5 chord, it's my dominant, I can, of course, do my mix of Lydian and then resolve, if I want to think of it that way, or I can throw in the 4th mode, which is why this makes it a little bit interesting, of Lydian dominant. That's the 4th mode of melodic minor. So really that's supposed to be on the 4-7 in a melodic minor, but we're going to use it in a 5-7, just resolving back. And there's a reason that this works. One, it's going to brighten up your dominant a little bit. I think, right? I think that that's a little bit brighter by having a sharp 4. So now you have 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1, right? In that dominant. And what's really cool is, of course, we still have our clashing tritone, our 7 and our 4, resolving back to our 1 and our 3. We actually create another tritone, which is really interesting, which is the 5, and this sort of an augmented root note there that brings us down to that root note to resolve. That's what's really cool about it, is if you're using it in passing, you can create some tension by that root note being moved up a half step and then dropping for the resolve, which is really, really nice. What else is really cool is that tritone there. Let's see if I can get this. Right, that just happens with our dominant. And then the tritone here with the 5 and that sort of moved up root note creates a little bit more tension to bring us back, of course, to our resolve. So that I'm using an Aeolian dominant, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. Right, I can have this same idea that my flat 3 is now 1 half step, obviously away from my natural 3rd, and I can use that as my resolve. Right, and it brings that resolution note 7 to a root note. Right, I have it there. For that 3rd as well. So I have the movement of my 7 resolving to my root note, as well as my flat 3 resolving to my natural 3. So if you're an intermediate guitar player stuck in that pentatonic plateau that we all get stuck in, and you want to bridge the gap between your creative ideas and what you're able to play, becoming fully fretboard fluent, comment pro below and we can get started.